Going live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to the Mando spoiler talk. My name is Zach. I'm joined by Manny the Man Gonzalez and Rainer.
Yo.
How you guys doing tonight?
Doing just dandy.
Doing all right.
How are you doing?
All right.
How are you doing, Zach?
I am doing good. We have an orange tree in our house, and I've legitimately picked like 60 pounds of oranges, and there's still many left. But that's not what we're here to talk about. What did you guys think of the Mando episode from this week?
I thought it was really good. There were a couple of quirks in there, but all in all, solid episode.
I think it's. You guys sound funny in my earphones. I don't know what happened, but I think it was emotional. Like, I don't know, dude. Just watching it, like the first time, you kind of trying to process everything, but the second time I watched it, really hit me in the feels. Like he's like on a.
You feel like you wanted to cry or something, or like.
Oh,
like
dude,
I did.
Dude, I cried. Yeah, more like emotional. Like like.
I feel like Pedro knocked the acting out of the park in that one moment in the break room. I feel like
totally
you could really feel the tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like, the way he takes off his helmet, he's doing it to save his child. It's not just this person that he's trying to return to, to the Jedi or whatever, or to take to the Jedi. It's like they have this bond now, and it's so nice to see it on screen.
Well, and especially earlier when they were talking about what lines you will cross when things get rough, and then he lives by this code, and he has to break this code to save his son, basically.
I totally agree. I know a lot of people were saying like they never want to see him take his mask off again after the season 1 finale. But I think the pretext that he does it, I think, is so significant. Like you said, when he's breaking his highest moral standard of like this creed to even just to have a shot at saving the child. Right. It's not like he takes it off and he's going to get the child back. He takes it off and he still then has to go somewhere else to get Grogu back. Sean says it best here. Total dad feels. I agree. And,
100%.
I think it's great to see Boba Fett and the Slave One getting some great screen time. The seismic charge at the end of the episode was a nice little chef's kiss at the end.
Yeah, that was nice. So let's go to like the beginning of the episode. Like you have Bill Burr's character out, and he's he's the prisoner or whatever. But like that, I thought it was K2SO, the droid, because
when it first walked up, I was 100%.
I was like, oh my god, it's K2. No, but like that droid, it was kind of like a dick. Like he had like that stun, stick, and
the baton.
Kind of like I understand they're prisoners, but like. I don't know. Like that was, I think that droid was a little too much.
But let me say, interesting because that droid is a New Republic droid, right? But it's treating him basically like he's a slave, right? He's doing hard labor that he's being forced to do. What were you going to say, Manny? I'm sorry.
Bill Burr's character, like he was okay in the first season, but like this season, it's like I really enjoy his character.
Yeah, I didn't really like him in the first season, but now he's really grown on me.
Yeah, dude. And I think this is Bill Burr's like first like acting gig. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think we mentioned it on the last talk, but Space Boston guy wasn't exactly who I was thrilled to see come back for season 2. But holy shit. I mean, there was times in this episode where I thought he was a little overwhelming. Like when they were sitting in the car and he just wouldn't shut up. But I think that kind of plays into like the duality, right? Like Mando is stoic, says nothing, and you have this other character that literally just doesn't shut up.
Well, the thing that I'm still a little like trying to process is when they're in the Slave One, and he says, what's in it for me, and they're like, you get a better view. I mean, does that really? Oh yeah, I can't wait to do this mission now because I get a better view. What does that mean?
Well, I think they were referring to the fact that he gets out of the camp for a little bit and gets kind of a little bit of a furlough because
fresh air.
Yeah, because let's be honest. I mean, what's the incentive to really let him go free at that point in time in the episode? You know?
Yeah, that's true. And then you, of course, you get the line where I thought you were the other guy or this other guy, and then
And then Mando
dude, when,
walks up behind him.
dude, when I first saw Boba, I was like, yes, I love that paint job.
And you called that, right? Because I think you were saying in the chat the whole week, like, I feel like he's
Yeah,
going to modify the armor back to look more like it did in
and
the original trilogy.
and and I think it's just going to keep on changing, like because I mean, I guess he can wear like a I don't want to call it a dress, but like the robe. You could keep that, but I think throw a pair of pants on. I think you'll be good. But people are already doing this look, and
Next
next
episode, that
Friday he could
motherfucker's
have
going to have.
something else, and
Yeah.
people are scrambling to get parts and throwing a
Yeah.
bunch of buy on OSR and
I think it is interesting. I think the one thing that maybe is a bit goofy is like the time frame. Like they're obviously in a rush to find the child,
and
and
he's
I
over
can
here
just
painting.
imagine, yeah, Boba Fett's in the back with like a brush, like doing the little Fett
He's over here
symbol,
watching the joy of hobbying on YouTube,
right?
trying to figure it out.
Oh man, Boba's like, "Do y'all got any primer, any masking tape?" But I mean, he did a good job. I like the paint job.
Hey, he's been looking for his armor, so he could have been having, could have had his stuff ready to go.
That is true. That is
That is
true.
very true.
I love to see the OG blaster rifle though.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, from Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi. That was. I mean, this episode just had so many little nuggets that were just so tasty. We got to see shore troopers again, the seismic charges we talked about earlier, the Return of the Jedi blaster.
What
I'm here for it.
what kind of armor was Mando in? Was that a modified shore trooper? It was like a
That's a
black
That was
shore
like
that's a
trooper,
Mud
tank
right?
Trooper,
trooper.
right?
It's a tank trooper armor.
Oh,
Tank
okay.
trooper.
Yeah. I uh, I liked it, and I think it gives Hot Toys a lot to work with in this episode. Like obviously you have you have what's her name? Fennec? Right?
Fennec.
Fennec. You have Fennec, you have Boba Fett's new look. You have the tank trooper. I could see them releasing Bill Burr as a tank trooper on mass. I think that would be a cool figure, maybe an exclusive down the line. Uh,
That would be pretty cool.
you know, I think I just think there was so many things like obviously a short trooper re-release because those are going for buku money before this episode. I think if there is a chance for them to be re-released, I mean this is the
This
best.
is the perfect time.
Yeah,
I would
I
jump
mean,
on a re-release. I'm not gonna lie, I missed out on the
oh,
first
dude,
one.
same. Just the way I jumped on the re-release for this guy behind
hey,
me,
how do you like that by the way?
dude.
It's so shiny,
Love it.
so shiny.
Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous figure. No, but back to the episode. Like while they're on the in the tank thing, and then the pirates come. Like it's so interesting because the director kind of switches it because normally you're cheering on the good guys and
Yeah,
boo the bad guys, but this time you were kind of rooting. I mean, for the bad guys, quote unquote, and
Yeah,
the TIE
the
pilot.
pirates were the good.
yeah,
Yeah,
like, exactly. When the Tie Fighters show up, I was like, yeah, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep. No, it's interesting. Yeah, because the pirates, if you think about it, are the good guys. They're trying to stop
The
these,
Empire.
Yeah, but you kind of find yourself hoping that they don't get. It's interesting.
And
But
I
yeah,
to go off of that, I think you make a good point because when they're in the mess hall, the Imperial officers like, this Rhydonium is gonna, if you thought what we did in this one city was bad, wait till you see what we use this Rhydonium for, and then you realize like even though they did complete their mission and get to the facility, they've just delivered this incredibly important payload
mhm.
to the Empire,
um,
and that
so
was kind of a bit of a wake up, like oh shit.
right. So if you go before that, just before the tie fighters come, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of like a Jon Snow moment where he's kind of like, all right, let's go. When he even put his fists up, or maybe I'm thinking of like Captain America when he just puts his fists up and
That I
Well,
was
that's
getting
a
more of a
Mando
Captain
thing to
America
do.
vibe. Yeah,
That's a
it was.
Mando thing to do, is just go out fighting. At that point, it's like, oh well, I got nothing else to lose.
It
yeah,
almost reminded me in season one when he was fighting the Mudhorn and he was very clearly bested, and he just like gets up, holds a knife, and he's like, whatever happens, happens. But
Mhm.
that's a great point, Manny, about the Captain America thing.
Yeah, Captain America. But then I think Jon Snow does it too, where he kind of pulls his sword out. He's just going to go after this whole army of people coming towards him.
Yeah.
I think, but except Mando doesn't have a weapon in this case. I did find it funny when he's shooting his gun like in the beginning of the fight, and it goes out. He just throws it.
Imperial junk.
That's something I would do.
I thought that was so interesting that that's the first time we've ever seen a blaster
Run out.
run out of ammo.
Yeah,
Or it
that's interesting you
jammed.
say
It
that.
could be. It was Imperial.
Yeah,
I
there
thought
you
was
go.
interesting though is right when they get out of the tank, once they get back into the base and they're celebrating. One, I thought the celebration was interesting because it really humanizes the Empire. But two, um, Mando has a blaster again. So I don't know if he just found another one, but it really bothered me.
Not only did it humanize them, but it kind of keeps you rooting for the bad guys because you're
Yeah.
like, yes, we won, we got in here, but you're like, wait,
We
no,
win.
that's not right. Yeah, very interesting. Like they said, like you're born on one side, you believe in one thing, you're born on the other. You see it's just crazy to think like how that director kind of put that
He
in our
really, he
heads.
really hit it on multiple levels there.
Do you
Yeah.
do you think that I know that obviously it was a big part of the episode was Mando taking the helmet off. Do you think that they handled that well, that scene,
I
and the
believe
reason behind it?
so.
I
I
think,
believe so.
yeah, Rainer, go ahead if you want to give your.
Well, my 2 cents on it is okay. You got this guy who was raised basically in a cultist warrior society, and he's doing this thing that makes him incredibly uncomfortable because he's basically violating all the creeds he was brought up to believe to save his son. Then all of a sudden, this imperial officer comes up to him and is like, "Yo, I'm gonna get in your face, and I'm gonna see your face," which is forbidden. You can just feel the tension and just Mando's discomfort in the whole scene, and you can just tell he's just at a loss for words because he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, that's true. They could have handled it in so many different ways, but I think the way what they did was fine, was perfect. Like he was trying to scan his face. Now let me say something. That whole scanning of the face didn't make sense.
It
Um,
it didn't at all.
Yeah.
because if you scan your face, you have access to all this private, data. Like, okay,
So he needs to look
I
like
think
the
I
other
think
character.
that was kind of weird. I think it's my understanding, like for the officers, the key is that silver cylinder that he inserts into the slot. That's a code cylinder, and that
okay.
grants you certain permissions. But
Hmm.
I almost think that I don't know that they'll use this, but I feel like that could be a nugget for later because now they know what the Mando's face looks like. Like if that machine stores that information,
That's true.
Yeah,
you're right. Like how
that-
like scanning the face, like I mean, you could be anyone as long as you have the cylinder. That doesn't make any sense.
yeah, but like they know his name, but I don't think that matters because Moff Gideon calls him by his name in the first season, so it's like they know who he is.
That's true.
Yeah, but no one's seen him since he was a child, though. I mean, you got to keep that in mind because he was taken by Death Watch and raised in the fighting corps.
Okay. Um, no, but like, he's trying to scan it with his helmet on and it's not working. And then it says it's going to go into like a shutdown mode. And
Yeah.
if you listen carefully, the music kind of cues in and it's so
Mhm.
beautiful the way he's telling a story without actually saying anything. So he takes it off all because he wants to save his kid. Like I said, earlier, it's not just some, living thing that he's trying to return. It's he wants to see him again. He is determined to getting him back. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but his acting is very he stays in character. So like when he looks somewhere, he doesn't like he kind of turns his whole head. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like he
Mhm.
kind
Yeah.
of makes it obvious that he's that's great.
Danny, the chat seems to be working fine. I can see all your comments. Uh, Jason says Indiana Jones move. Fern says if he always has his helmet on, how does he keep the stash so clean? They can take the helmet off. They just can't take it off in front of other people. He takes it
Yeah,
off in the first season.
to eat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was perfect character development because now you're probably going to have him taking it off more.
Dude, all those dumb fucking idiots that were like, making a Mando sculpt is so fucking stupid.
Well, and I really like how,
Love it.
like, going back a few episodes, how Bo-Katan really made him question, like, his beliefs, and this is the result of that. I mean, you think about it, it's good logical storytelling through a series of episodes.
Yeah, I agree. One thing also I think is really great is, going back to the Creed thing, um, he doesn't doubt at all that he's willing to break that creed for the child. Like, when it comes to having to get into a disguise, he doesn't have to think about it. Like once it's made clear that he's the only one that can go, he's like, I'm going, like no matter what.
Yeah, there's no question to it.
And then obviously there was a little bit of a time constraint with the machine shutting down, but again, when it comes to removing his helmet in a room full of Imperials, he just does it. And I think
Yeah.
that's a massive character development there.
Well,
Oh,
and it's very
100%.
Mandalorian thing to do, because for Mandalorians, family and clan are very rated very highly in their culture.
Mhm.
So it's very to do something for your family is one of the highest honors, especially saving them.
What's that character's name? The second guy, the creepy one.
I'm gonna look up right now, but that's actually the Night King. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Night
Oh,
King.
yeah, I think I mentioned that in the chat yesterday. Yeah, he's the Night King, and then he also comes out in Halloween 2. He plays this creepy character. Uh, he's just a weird guy all over.
Valen Hess is the name. Is the
Alan Hess,
is the name of the officer?
dude. He's such a creepo.
Creepy,
Like,
dude.
yeah.
Eddie says he can't see anybody else's comments.
It's okay, Eddie. We'll feature them as they come. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up his picture here right now. Yeah, when Bill Burr shot that dude, I literally gasped. I was like, I felt like it was building up to that, but
Dude, I thought he was
not
going to
sure.
swallow his pride. I thought he was just going to be like, okay.
I thought it was going to be like a fist fight, or he was going to punch the dude or something like that, but to shoot him, I was like, oh my gosh.
Honestly, when I watched it, I was like, all right, he's going to swallow his pride. They're going to let him go, whatever. But, dude, he pulled a Han shot first moment. I was like, holy moly.
Was
And
it
then
just
they
me?
look back and they see that shore trooper. I think it was a shore trooper, right? He
Yeah,
was just
He
like,
was just like-
he's like, oh shit. Was it just me? It almost looked like Bill Burr's character was almost like crying when he was about to shoot that guy, like angry crying.
yeah, he
get
was
that
full
at
of
all?
emotion.
I mean,
I
Bill Burr can fucking act. I was not expecting that at all.
You could tell it was just eating him alive inside. He was just like this son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Dude, I might have to watch it again. It's good.
Dude, I've watched the episode 3 times, and it's weird because, it's the penultimate episode of the season, and it's not. A lot of people call it filler, but I didn't really think it was filler. Right? I mean, it's a task that needed to be done because the Imperial ship jumped into hyperspace. Like, it could be anywhere, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. What up, Dean?
What up?
So, I don't know if you guys caught this, but pretty much every episode of The Mandalorian, it's Mando needs something.
Yeah.
He goes to someone and they say, I need help before I can help you. But this time it was kind of switched because
Yeah.
Mando went to Bill Burr for help.
And he's not in a
And he
position
helped
to
him.
decline them.
Yeah.
No, but
Dude,
it's
this
like,
director
in
just-
order to help you, I need to get to this specific location. It's just an RPG fetch quest. That's every episode. But after this episode, I definitely want a Mayfield figure. That motherfucker was
Dude,
bad
and it's
ass
funny,
in this
Dean,
episode.
because you and I both, the last time we chatted, we're like, dude, fuck that. Like, Bill Burr's character's so fucking dumb. Fuck Space Boston guy. Dude,
Yeah.
I need a Bill Burr figure now, dude. That motherfucker was dope.
Yeah, I'd be satisfied with like a Black Series.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, he totally redeemed himself, I think. Cause like it's Bill Burr. Like he's so fucking famous and like noticeable. Like he just sucked me out of the first episode he was in because I was like, oh, it's Bill Burr.
Mhm.
But like this episode, I legitimately felt like he was that character, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Like he wasn't Bill Burr acting; he was just Mayfield.
Right.
It was fantastic, dude. He fucking killed it. I take back everything I had negative to say about Bill Burr.
Yeah, see, I never really had anything negative to say. I just didn't care for the character, and now I completely agree that I want a figure of him. Like,
Yeah,
I'm in the
he's a cool character.
I'm in the same camp. I was kind of indifferent to him before, and now I'm like, okay, this dude, he's got clout. He's awesome.
Clout. Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool character. Um, and then let's see what happens. So after they, shoot that dude, they look at the stormtrooper, they start shooting everywhere. Um, One part that threw me off was when they're standing on the ledge and he goes ready, and like they both kick the thing up, like kick it out. Like how if I was there, if it was me and Dean and he goes ready, I wouldn't know that I had to kick that thing back. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Well,
It just
well, analyze the situation. You got one way out that's flooding with troops, and you've got the window. I mean, which way are you gonna go out? I
that's
mean,
true. I'll probably faint. My blood pressure will kick in, and I'll just collapse right there.
Trainer, check the private chat, please.
yeah, gotcha.
yeah. So I was listening to y'all while I was loading up. With the this dude, the creepy guy, what's
Ugh.
his name? Hess.
Night King.
Valen Hess
Yeah, on the Hess. Yeah,
is the character name.
I mean, they had to have a shootout, right? Like, Mando took his helmet off. Like, the stakes were already too high to not have that payoff.
Uh-huh.
Also,
know that.
they were like ready for a shootout, so it's like, of course they're gonna have a fucking shootout. Like, I don't know. I thought it was like too obvious that it was gonna happen, but that scene was so good. Man, Bill Burr really fucking brought it.
Dude, when they're sitting there having the conversation, and then Mando's just sitting there looking at them, and when Bill Burr starts talking about like, did they deserve it or whatever, you can see it on Mando's face, like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's so intense, dude.
Fucking Pedro Pascal's face in this whole episode, it's just like, I don't belong here.
Dude,
Part
when,
of me
when
wants
they,
to imagine him always having those faces like behind the mask.
Yeah.
dude, when they said we call him Brown Eyes, he throws a little smirk out, dude. It made me smile. I was like, this dude, he's such a good actor.
Yeah,
Dude, he really is.
like
I really like to see the little bit of when he used the spear on the pirates. I was like, dude, that's some good foreshadowing for the future. But it's also a throwback to Game of Thrones because that was like his main weapon. So
Yeah,
I was
didn't
here
think
for
about
it,
that.
dude. But there was a scene like right when the first pirates ship was coming up, and it went like ultra cinematic. Like I was like, holy shit! Like that shot was so beautiful. I don't know if they just switched lenses for that one scene, but
Dude,
like,
the whole fucking episode was beautiful.
Was it where the pirates were jumping onto the ship?
yeah, dude, that shit was like fucking. It was like
I know
Pirates of the
exactly what you're
Caribbean or
talking
something.
about.
Dude.
Oh,
I was like,
Mhm.
holy shit.
Dude, I thought 110% when he's fighting all the guys on top of the car
I
thing.
thought they were gonna pull his mask off, dude.
Well, they shatter his armor on his arm, and I was like, "Oh, dude, they're gonna fucking shatter his helmet, and then he's not gonna have a choice." But
I thought the
I don't
armor
think-
shattering was really well done because you think about it, he's used to fighting with Beskar.
Yeah, to blocking with the Beskar gauntlets and whatever. And dude, the second he did and exploded, I was like, God damn it, this janky plastoid armors.
yeah,
I
So-
love it, dude.
Another part that I noticed that was kind of like quote unquote silly was when they have him, kind of pinned against the edge of the tank. There's the other dude with the grenade, and he kind of like lifts it up and whatever, puts it in there. The whole time they're just like, it's just like so long for them just to be, at Mando's neck, and like nothing's happening. And then finally, like when the camera goes back to him, he then, does everything. But it's just so silly to think that whole time they were just like that, not doing anything. You have to do it for the show. I get it, but it's just kind of silly when you think, like, if you kind of picture if it was real life.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The seismic charge at the end, though. I mean, that was the
Oh,
icing on the cake,
dude.
dude.
I was kind of hoping, and maybe it would have been a little cheesy, but I was kind of hoping for it. Like Boba Fett, like said something about Jango Fett, like
Well, he kind of mentioned that. I mean, when he said, "I think they'd recognize my face" or something, it's kind of
Oh,
a
dude, I love that
No, I
line.
like that one. That was cool. But no, when he was gonna drop the seismic charge, like maybe like, oh, this one's for you, Dad, or like something kind of like along those lines. Because like that's the first time you saw the seismic charge was Jango Fett in fucking space. It's all fucking cool and shit.
Uh,
Right.
When Obi-Wan's chasing him. So I thought maybe he was gonna say something kind of corny or cheesy, but he
Dude,
didn't. But also
I
fun.
did I really liked when they would show when the camera would cut to Boba Fett like in his slave one, and just like the like just his colors and everything was just gorgeous. Like it was just quick
Dude,
scenes to him
also
kind
the
of
first
flying.
time we get to see the interior of the slave one.
yeah, and I like the way like the interior moves as the
It's
ship
kind of
moves.
like a gyroscope.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking dope.
So when he's picking them up, he's not just like awkwardly
Yeah,
waiting on his blood going to his head.
Yeah.
Dina's a big fan of the Slave One and Boba Fett. I mean, you got to be digging the last 2 episodes.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I was super stoked when he was like, "Oh, until you get the child, we're in your debt." I can't imagine they're gonna keep Boba Fett on the show much longer than 3 episodes
Yeah,
because he kind of steals the show, right? Like when
uh,
he's on screen, I don't give a fuck about what Mando's doing. Like it's like, oh my
yeah,
god,
but you're
Boba.
like a huge like the biggest Boba
Yeah,
Fett. Though.
but I'm just saying, like, I'm not the only one, right? So it's like I feel like they're either gonna. I mean, they have to rescue the child at the end of the season, right? I feel
I
like
don't know. It might end on a cliffhanger.
it could, which will be wild, but like I just don't see Boba Fett being a long-term character. But I don't know. They teased him in season 1, and then again at the beginning of this season, and now he's here. So I could be totally wrong, which I hope I am because I want to see more Boba Fett. He's got a new nickname though. They call him Roba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, with his black robe. I did not hate it this time around because the vest is black too now, and then he has both his knee pads, and I think his boots changed at least a little.
Dude, he looks pretty damn
His
cool.
outfit's
Like,
not so janky as it was in the episode before. But yeah, dude, fucking. I'm glad I have that Legacy Slave 1. I tell you what, I'll tell you that because that thing's fucking sweet.
Yeah,
so I Dean had said cheesy. He was hoping for something cheesy, but what do you guys think about the the hologram scene with when he's talking to Gideon?
loved
I
it.
So
I
I
absolutely
loved it.
I absolutely loved it, but you can also kind of like wink your eye, kind of like squint your eye, and it's kind of cheesy,
yeah, a little bit.
but
It's a little cheesy, but I mean, I think
it
it
was
worked.
I mean, he's
he
basically just
told
saying,
him,
"I'm coming for you."
he told him the exact same thing that Gideon told him in the first season.
Yep.
Dude, it's gonna go down next episode.
Dude, I am so fucking excited. Like, I literally cannot wait.
Some dark troopers about to get their ass beat.
Oh, for sure. Dude, I think that they're gonna find themselves, they're all gonna come together or whatever, and they're gonna kind of be like blocked into a corner and they're not gonna know what to do. And then you're just gonna hear like a lightsaber ignite, and that person's gonna be the person
Jedi
that
that
we're
was called?
communicating with. Mhm.
Okay, I do have a theory on this because what if it was Cal Kestis?
Okay.
That's
I mean,
that's what Zach and I were talking about the other day.
I never played the Fallen Order, so I don't really know too much about him.
Well, spoiler free, he's still alive. So,
Okay.
I mean, he's still around and kicking and trying to figure out what's next for him. So, it's not far fetched for him to still be alive in this era.
But
yeah,
this
he's an old man though.
But
Yeah.
around this time, isn't that when Luke is training Leia, like they show in the Rise of Skywalker?
True.
So
True, but I don't know. I feel like if you shoehorn too many people in, well, especially Luke, I don't know. As much as my fanboy screaming in me screaming, yes, I want to see Luke. I'm kind of like, I think that's a bit too much.
But also, how
See-
are you gonna say Luke? I don't want anybody else to play Luke.
I mean, they could do
Mark
like the
Hamill doesn't
whole,
want to play Luke anymore, so I mean,
Well, he's also way too old for this time period. You know.
but people want them to deep fake him.
Yeah, and no, I mean you can kind
Just
of
at that point, you might as well just have literally anyone else play Luke. Your face is incredible.
Sebastian Stan, you can have him playing. No, but I think like if they were to do Luke, I think you can make him the badass, like because he'll be basically be in his prime. I mean, we saw him in Return of the Jedi, but you can have him doing other cool stuff with the technology, especially that we have now. Like you can have Luke be that dude where it's like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
but that just makes the letdown of Last Jedi just so much worse, in my opinion. Like if you see Luke as that badass, and then he transforms into what we see in Last Jedi, it's just I don't know.
Okay, I get
How
you.
would Luke have gotten off the planet though? He only had his X-wing, and Rey took the X-wing.
No, I'm talking about before, like in
What are you talking about?
Mandalorian.
I'm talking about for the final confrontation. I think I mean
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who, me or
I'm a little
him?
No,
lost.
Zach. Manny says it'd be cool to see Luke do a bunch of cool shit in The Mandalorian.
and then Rayner said it would be a letdown for what you saw in The Last Jedi, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
Luke
you
forced him to
see
be
Luke
stuck.
as that badass, then you knowing he eventually becomes a grumpy old fart.
Well,
Yeah,
because he kind of gets like that because of Kylo. That's kind of he kind of is like,
Yeah,
well,
it's
I let
I
him.
still
don't know
it's
what
like
Zach
that.
was talking about his X-wing for.
Because that was the
Still,
only ship that Luke had to get off of.
But what does that have to do with what we're talking
That is,
about?
he's not there yet.
I'm just saying in general, like Luke had done more shit if he was.
Rayner's
Okay, regardless, you're focusing on like a very small part.
No,
I
but
don't think
Rayner's
it's going to
point
be
was
Luke.
if Luke's too cool in The Mandalorian, then like it ruins the sequel trilogy how lame he is. That's what it's
Yeah, that's my point.
Okay, regardless, I don't think it's going to be Luke. I think it's going to be either Cal, Yaddle, or Mace. That's who I think.
Yaddle.
I thought Yaddle's dead.
Nope, not
No.
not confirmed in canon to be dead. Only in the.
I would not want to. If I see Yaddle, I'm gonna turn the TV off.
Would
My
you really
money
though?
would be on Mace or Cal.
I think Cal's number one.
If it's fucking Mace, I'm turning the show off.
Really? Why?
Motherfucker's dead. And he'd be so fucking old by this point,
How old would he be? He'd be like what, 80?
if not older.
He's got a point.
I don't want to see Yaddle. If I'm telling you right now, if I see Yaddle, I'm posting in the chat and just being like, I saw Yaddle.
I don't know. It'd be cool if it's just somebody we don't know, right? Just
Well, that's what
Rey,
I was
she's a
talking
baby.
with some buddies earlier. It could be cool if
Room
they
boy?
would have pulled a character out of their ass, but
just-
you just don't know. We just don't know yet.
I just hope it's not Luke.
what does
Or
it have to
Leia.
do with this X-wing though?
That was the only ship, my guy. That was the only ship.
Am I the only one who's like is actually confused by what Zach was like?
I thought he meant like why he like had to project himself to create, and that was lame because it was lame.
No, I was just talking about it. Just makes what happened to him in Last Jedi and what he became in Last Jedi just so much more of a letdown because we were supposed to see him as a badass in the movies, and instead we have to see it in the Mandalorian.
Wait, real quick. I promise this will be fast. In Empire Strikes Back, when Luke sees Vader, is that a force projection also?
What do you mean?
No, that's
Is
a
Vader a force projection?
it's a force vision. Like that
In the cave.
that cave is like very attuned to the force, and so he sees like a vision, but like the vision is saying like he can become Darth Vader basically.
It's basically kind of like a trial that you would have in like a temple.
Yep.
Kind of.
Yep. I'm so excited, y'all. But the thing is, I mean, how would you guys feel if the season ends with a cliffhanger? Like maybe Grogu's fate is cliffhanged.
I'd be fucking pissed, but I mean,
Dude.
at least we're getting season 3.
I would throw my TV out the window and be like, "Give me more."
I think season 3 was confirmed for Christmas 2021.
Yep.
So what I think is going to happen, and I hope it doesn't, but I could see it kind of staying off on a cliffhanger, and then you see a lightsaber ignite, but just a lightsaber. That way, none of this news had leaked out saying, "Oh, this person is going to be in here." So you just see a lightsaber, and it's kind of letting you like let your mind wander,
Yeah, but if it's Cal, I mean, his lightsaber's so distinctive, it's
Or
gonna
you
be
can
a
just
dead
hear
giveaway.
you can hear a lightsaber.
Oh, that would work. Just like it fades to black, and then it's like
Hold on, let me text John Favreau real quick. Let me
No,
ask.
because even lightsabers have distinct.
Just wait, Manny. Just wait.
People would fucking figure it out real fast.
See what's next.
Yeah.
But goddamn, a whole year later for season 3.
I just fucking hate cliffhanger endings. I'm not
Dude,
a
I
fan.
had to wait. I had to wait even longer for Halloween Kills. You'll be okay.
That is true. You did have to wait a
Yeah.
pretty long fucking time.
Still have to wait for it.
That's their fault.
I think they should have released it, honestly.
Me too.
You know what though?
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
There you go.
That's what the studio's telling me.
Studio's like, you better survive. Better not get Rona. Better not get that
Right?
COVID
I'm gonna go vegan again.
for another day.
Yeah.
Better get that vaccine, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Be very interesting.
Sorry, I was chewing ice.
Oh,
I know, like I wrote mine. I was like, oh my
what the
gosh.
hell?
Yeah, that was cool. I want to see it again.
Dude, that was me after the episode finished it. I just hit rewind and started it all
I
over.
was actually watching it right before I started cooking.
What'd you cook, Dean?
I took a picture. Let's see if you guys can see it on the chat.
Wait, you took a picture? What is that? Crab?
Hey, crabs and some corn.
Dean has crabs. Dean has crabs.
Legs.
I'm not gonna lie, the Cajun in me is screaming with joy right now.
Yeah. It was
Dude,
it's from those restaurants that just give it to you in a big ass bag.
Nice.
What, you cooked it in the bag or they cooked it for you?
Well, they cook it there, but it was already cold, so I recooked it or reheated, I guess.
I'm about to say, dang.
It was good,
Yeah,
man.
boy. It's gonna be tough as hell. Which was it from Smashing Crab?
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. You get the Trinity?
So,
What was that? Was that a certain boil?
I don't know, dude. My mom just brought it.
Oh, your mom is so nice, dude.
Yeah, she literally called me. She's like, "I'm at your door. I have something for you." I was like, "Okay," and it was like a fucking like 10-pound bag of seafood.
10
Like-
pounds?
It was huge.
Jesus.
Allah, dude. I get like 2
She's
of
like-
them. That's all I can
She's like,
afford.
come here. I need you to pick it up from the truck. I can't lift it.
I mean, it was literally
Jesus.
overflowing out of the pot, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But it's for now and then later. So I just have it kind of simmering right now. So like,
Doesn't crab make you horny?
Dude, Dean's gonna be
Aphrodisiac?
pounding ass, dude.
I don't think
Uh-huh.
so.
Dude,
On that poor couch. That couch
get
gonna
up.
be rocking.
Dude, they say if that couch is a rockin', don't come a knocking.
No, hold on,
Unless you want some fucking. Right, Dean?
Unless you want some what?
Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, Spocking. There you go. Oh, perfect. We need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
Dude, Rainer's
If the
Rainer's a
shocker is a
dope,
rocker, then you got a spocker.
dude. Dilf.
Wait, like this?
Yeah, you know what the shocker
How
is?
big is the shocker?
Well,
God
it's
damn, 2
usually
fingers.
one, but if that don't work,
Only-
you got
Last person to do that was my doctor.
you're too young for that. I think your doctor's a pervert, dude. Get a good doctor.
I know. I walked in there and he was like, "All right, the doctor will be right with you." I was like, "Hold on, wait a second.
What'd you just do to me?
I'm here for a throat cold. Why'd you check my BH?"
Manny, remember your
Hey,
is that the
dude,
select one?
dude, that's such a good figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
nice,
actually
Rainer.
I was actually playing with that figure with the flame effect. I was trying to put it on my Mando here, but the thing is too thick.
That's what she said.
Hey yo, no, dude, that's a badass figure. I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
like
he has that head sculpt under that helmet, right?
Like
weird
Shrek.
I haven't cracked it open
Shrek.
yet.
Dude, that
It's
has
like
to
Shrek.
look awful, dude.
oh, you got the Mando 2-pack.
Yeah, the Mando Target exclusive.
How much does that
Also-
cost?
I believe it was 35. I got it at Traders for like $40.
It looks like my
so-
cousin Mikey.
Because the
That
baby
head sculpt.
Yoda, the
Looks like the
baby,
guy you got the barbacoa from.
or the Grogu
Oh
that
yeah,
comes in
Mr.
that set,
Martinez.
the Grogu that comes in that set is worse than the individually packed Grogu.
Is it really?
Yeah, it has no articulation at all in the paint.
Yeah, I can see that actually looking at it. I mean, yeah, it's just got his hand outstretched. He's like, better
Yeah.
not hope to move me.
and like his feet are just like kind of just like etched in. They're not like actually there. Not that
Oh,
you
wow.
need it, but it's like, dude, like you already made the goddamn Grogu figure. Just pack it in. Like, why are you making it?
You already got the molds.
Yeah, why the fuck are you making a separate worse
It
mold?
like costs you more to make it worse. Like
Yeah, it just seemed wild to me.
I don't know. I'm not Hasbro.
You're just our bro.
Exactly. I'm a Hasbro, bro.
yeah, can we talk about that shit that happened yesterday?
With what?
If we're done with Mando talk.
With shit?
About the scammer, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, so Lynn calls me and she's like, "Hey Zach, hate to bother you, but I think I might be being scammed." And I was like, "What?" And so she's like, "You know, when you told me who my secret Santa was, I added them as a friend, but I didn't message them." And you know, she's like, "I just wanted to see if he had anything on his page, like toys that he likes or whatever," because his questionnaire was very vague. And she's like, "So, you know, it was pretty vague. I didn't see anything, but I had sent him a package and it was delivered. But when I went to message him, it said I couldn't message him, and I don't know why." And Lynn's not like the most tech savvy on Facebook, and so I was like, let me check it out." So I messaged the guy and I was like, "Hey, you know, your secret Santa says your gift was delivered. Merry Christmas. Just want to double check that you got it." And it says I can't message him either, and I'm like, "That's fucking weird." And I'm like, maybe he deleted his account, right? Nothing crazy about that. So I post on Stashbin and I'm like, does anyone know this guy? Like on a personal level, I need to get in touch with him. And sure enough, people are like, yeah, that guy's still on Facebook. You definitely just got blocked. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I go through Ox and I found out that he left the group. And at this point, I'm like, if you got a gift and then you block the person that sent it, block the person that organized it, and left the group, like you're probably not forwarding a gift to your recipient.
Right.
And so one of our members reached out to him and he's like, I was never in that group. I never asked to join Secret Santa. Yet we have the form with his address that he filled out
Yeah.
and his email
Screenshots of him.
and screenshots of him on the post. So dude, we put the word out there and a bunch of people in San Antonio were like, yeah, that dude's fucking sketchy. Like, stay away from that dude. And then stores around town were like messaging me like, yeah, that dude's kind of fucking sketchy. Like, we would definitely recommend like not doing business with that guy.
Oh my
And it
God.
sucks because it just tarnishes like the fun of it, right? But
So, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's beautiful because we had about 8 people that reached out that were like, I would like to send a gift to the person that wasn't going to get one to make up for that guy doing it. And I think it really speaks volumes of the community that we have, because I mean, so many people were willing to step up to send a gift with knowing that they might not get one in return. And it, Dean, I felt moved.
Yeah.
I felt moved.
Who was it that got cheated? Or I guess you could just text me.
It was Cody. Or DM Cody.
DM Cody? Oh my god.
Yeah. So
Sweet beautiful Cody.
in the middle of COVID, he got gypped. And so many people, man, so many people stepped up. I was so proud of the community, right?
Dude, it's so funny because a lot of people like messaged that dude and sent screenshots.
Yeah, and they were
So,
fucking calling him out.
so I actually had a deal lined up with that dude a few months ago.
Uh-huh.
And long story short, it wasn't going to work out, so we canceled. We couldn't come to an agreement on price, and he wanted to buy something from me, and I couldn't. We couldn't come to an agreement on price, so I said, "Sorry, I'm not selling it. Bye." Dude, legit Facebook messaged me.
I remember that.
Dude, legit Facebook messaged me like 20 times before I had to block him after I closed the DMs.
I
Wow.
just remembered that. I remember you were like, dude, this guy's freaking me out. Like, he just keeps messaging me.
Yeah, and I told you I would handle it, but, you know, just to be aware in case it blows up.
Dude, I remember that. Wow.
That's
And
scary.
I couldn't remember. I completely forgotten about it till you posted that post saying, "Hey, this happened," and I'm like, "Holy shit, I know that guy."
And I think the thing that bothers me the most is when I ran the Secret Santa, he was the only one that I was like a little sketched out about. So like, he doesn't post in the group that often. Like, you just kind of get that feeling,
Yeah.
guys. Like we do this long enough. We've done this for 3 years, and we've never had someone flake. But I just felt like this guy is gonna fucking flake. And apparently, a lot of stores in San Antonio messaged us said that he's not going to be allowed in their store anymore because of this.
Oh wow.
And the thing is, like, you know, if someone had a genuine like, hey, like, you know, between then and now, COVID has really hit me. Like, I don't know if I can afford to send out a gift to someone. I would have been happy to have sent a present on their behalf, right?
Yeah.
But there's a right way and a wrong way to go about doing something, and blocking the person that set it up, blocking the person that sent you a gift with their own money, and then lying about it is not the right way to go about it. And I think that's what really upset me the most.
What was this stupid name?
Cuck Nuffy Garcia.
Virginity rules, or what is he
Oh yeah,
saying?
Virginity rocks. I didn't even realize that because it's all
It was
backwards.
backwards. I'm dyslexic, so I read it right away.
I was just making sure he wasn't in 16 San Antonio.
No, I blocked him from there already. But
You guys
He
seen
has
this
been
picture?
thoroughly excommunicated.
I don't see him on the block.
you want articulation? I got your articulation right here. Ugh, that's yucky.
That's
But
hilarious,
anyways,
dude.
I think that was a great episode. I think we had a Christmas moment, a Christmas miracle that happened on Ox this week.
The Christmas miracle on Ox Street.
Yeah.
So did he get anything? Did you guys send something, or what is going on with that?
So Lynn did send him a gift, and it was delivered
Oh.
a few days ago. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But
No. I'm saying for Cody. Did he get something after all?
yeah, several people offered to step up to send him stuff, and I mean, within minutes of posting it. So everything's as normal as possible, but it's just like really annoying.
Yeah.
You know,
We should send stuff to that dude's address.
right?
About to say, I posted. I'd offer to send him a bag of crap. I'm sure Kevin would be happy to oblige.
Hell yeah, dude. Kevin's waiting in the wings.
You know who we have to call though?
To recover the package.
Yeah.
And it just bothers me because Lynn is so sweet. Like, you know, I mean, technically, you know, I mean, Lynn fulfilled her end of the bargain, and hopefully her Secret Santa fulfills that one. But I mean, I just feel bad. Like, Lynn is such a nice person. Like, she really thought a lot about this gift. And
Dang, dude.
to get blocked, dude, that's so ugly.
Do you know what the gift was?
I don't. I didn't want to ask. But
Yeah, I
It
think
just-
we're better off not knowing.
I hope it's a perishable item.
I hope that dude gets COVID.
Dude, I hope he gets cancer.
Jesus. Oh my God.
What did you say, Dean?
He said, I hope he gets cancer.
Oh man, that's
Jesus,
Yeah,
dude.
that was cool. I want to see it again. Again.
Yeah, I hope he gets
Can't
sick and dies. I
Jesus
don't feel bad
Christ.
saying that either. I hope his bloodline ends with him. And people.
Well, if his shirt's an indication, it will.
Oh,
Sorry.
God damn, Rainer, that was good. I did not expect that from you, brother.
Rainer with the zinger.
Holy shit.
I'm having to mute my mic because I'm laughing so
1
hard.
second, guys. I'll be right back.
God
Oh,
damn, that was
man.
good. That was
Good
really
stuff, Rainer. Rainer looks good. Rainer got a new webcam today. Look at that.
Yeah, look at the crispy. I was supposed to hang out with Rainer today, and my lazy ass did not do that.
What happened? You just were sleeping?
Dude, I fucking stayed up all night watching fucking Westworld. So I went to bed at like noon.
Shit.
And I was like, oh, I'll sleep for 3 hours. That way at night I'm really tired and I like sleep at a normal time.
Famous last words.
I don't remember my alarms going off. I fucking woke up at like 6 and he was
Yeah,
like,
you Facebook Messenger called me, and I was like, "What?" And all I hear was, and I was like, "Oh my god, Dean's face down in a ditch. He used his last bit of energy to call me. Let me call him back." And you're like, "Hello," and I was like, "Did you call me?" And you're like,
damn.
"No," and I was like, "Okay," and I was like, "Well, clearly you're asleep, so I will talk to you later." And then I talked to you a few hours later.
Yeah.
Like,
But
do you-
yeah.
What's going
Oh,
down?
Chinese
Oh, yeah,
candy.
dude, the Chinese
Yeah,
candy.
so Rainer texted me at like 6 and he was like, "Are you up?" And I was like, "Fuck." I was like, "No, but it's already too late to go anywhere." Everyone closes so early.
No, you just sleep through the day.
No, they close at like 7, dude. On a day where I'm at work, I get off at like 6:30, 6:45.
Dude, I'm up at 5 a.m. hitting the stores.
Stores aren't open at 5 a.m.
Yeah, they are. If you know where to go.
Oh, I'm just saying, like Buddies,
I'm just kidding.
Heroes,
Dude, every time I go to
I'm already.
we
at
like
work.
to go to that thrift store that's right next to Buddy's thrift town or whatever.
Yeah,
Do they have
Every-
still cameras there?
Cameras?
Like old,
I
old
think he's
cameras?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they get stuff every day.
I don't know any
Cameras.
famous photographers.
No, but every
Oh, it's a bit-
time I go and I want to go to Buddy's, he's closed. So I'm like,
You know, fun fact: when I was in my rehab center,
Every time?
Buddy actually opened
Plus tax.
right there while I was in the rehab center. I had no idea because I was on lockdown, and they wouldn't let me leave. And I'm like, damn it, I need to wheel over to Buddy's.
Dude, Rainer did all his hard drugs. He was in rehab.
It's no joke, man. No joke.
dudes.
Jason says stuff still looks like a stiff 6-incher to me. Yo, Danny.
Wait, what is he talking about?
I don't know.
Still looks like a stiff 6-incher.
Hey, man. For some
Is he
people,
sexting and he just got the chats confused?
right?
Or is he talking about the prostate exam?
Dude, Jason Nelson hooked me up this week.
With the prostate exam?
15, maybe 16, and I love it.
Is that another bee?
It is. Dean, I think we need to do a segment on our show every time I get a new bee, the Why Is There So Many Bees segment.
So
Do it, Dean. Do it, Dean.
Why are there so many bees?
But I need you to record that on your phone, and I need to rip the audio and put it to that graphic.
No, dude, just take it from. I'm never gonna be able to do it better than the original one. So just take it from the YouTube.
When
video.
is that? From the behind the scenes from like
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the scenes for. Fuck, what were we doing?
120?
I don't remember what it was for.
I know exactly where it is though.
I think I still have it on my phone.
Why is there so many bees?
So many bees. Why are there so many bees?
I'm gonna play this clip as the conclusion of the episode. Let's
What clip? Oh, McFarlane articulation. Dude, every
see
time McFarlane talks, he sounds funny. Like if he's chewing on a Jolly Rancher or something.
And there's another one right there. So many bees. Why do you have so many bees?
Wait, Dean, can you screen record that and send it to me, please?
Oh fuck! Okay, hold on.
Holy shit!
It's up
dude.
on mute. I fucking love this.
Holy shit! That's one of the most that actually may be a sticker for February, guys. That is iconic.
Damn,
That's
February? Why not January?
January we have actually I'll pull it up right now. I think we're dotting the i's and crossing the t's on January. We have the fuck that guy magnet, and let's see. Let's go to Patreonies. Who's that girl laughing in the background?
Marissa, she's playing Fortnite, and we're looking at the new skin.
Rainer's got a girl in ropes right now.
She's under the desk like that. Rain, look at his face.
Police Academy style.
Dude.
That's why Rainer says so much.
Let's see.
No, yeah, dude. Master Chief came out on Fortnite this past week, and it's pretty dope.
I saw your picture with Peely.
Oh yeah,
Love it. This might be the Patreon benefits. The third party police, the figure police with the KO window cling and the fuck that guy magnet.
dude, that's funny.
That is
Dude.
awesome.
Perfect fucking timing for a fuck that guy magnet. Am I right?
Yeah,
You should-
really. Put Nuffy's face on it.
You should you should make the the light have like an effect, like if it's if it's lit.
I will work on that. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, so that's gonna be for I think. Are you still giggling at the so many bees?
So good.
Wait, Dean, send it to me.
I did.
Okay.
Messenger.
We're gonna do this live. We're gonna do this live. We're gonna work on this live for a minute, and hopefully we'll have a new little clip to put in the.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Wait, Dean, do you have the so many bees graphic that you made?
Yeah.
Can you send that to me too, please? And thank you. All right, we're gonna make this live. I just got to do a online video converter. Gotta open up my email
Online video converter.
because iMovie saves it as I believe it's MP4 or MOV, but StreamYard needs an MP4 to make it work. Okay, let's take a look at what we got. Perfect. Let's go to iMovie.
Perfect.
Dude, you're watching the show in fucking motion right now.
It's like the invention of the wheel, my friends.
Who
What?
had a Whataburger cup? Was it me?
It was me.
Oh, nice, dude.
Man,
I had it for din.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to Whataburger and I was so excited to get it the other day. They fucked my order up just a little bit, and it was so sad.
The worst thing to happen at Whataburger is when you get your burger and the cheese is cold. That's the worst. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish that on the cut guy with the virginity shirt.
I would.
I would.
Dean would.
I was death on him, so
Jesus, Dean.
yeah, I don't care.
I like when Dean goes off, like he's like he just keeps on going. He's like, "You're an idiot," like that. Just quick little jabs.
Zach had me dying laughing the other day when I was making fun. Well, it's like because he said the wrong price on something. And I was like, what the fuck did you get that price for?
Oh yes, I was
And
watching
he was
that.
like, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was like, you're an idiot, dude. You're so stupid.
It's when you were looking at the sideshow site, right?
Yeah, let's go lay in trap.
Jesus. Oh my.
What? All right,
Oh, nothing.
Here we go. Blue Falcon.
What's that?
Military slang for a buddy fucker.
Oh,
Jesus. Wait, are we still talking about
As he
Buddy's
said,
toys?
he's no, we're talking about Nuffy. Eddie and the cat said fuck to Django Golf. Men's fuck that guy.
Oh.
I was wondering why you kept saying that. I was very confused.
were you really?
Well, you said Blue Falcon. I've never heard that before.
Oh, well,
You know what that is?
That basically stands for buddy fucker.
I know that, but I'm asking Dean if you knew what that was.
No, I didn't know what Blue Falcon was, but I knew what Foxtrot Tango Golf was.
No, I know what that means.
Oh, I thought you were saying
No. Yeah, because we do that on the show, but I was just like, what? Blue Falcon? I thought it was like a blue waffle.
Part 2. No, just
Is that a whole new pack?
you're watching.
Or is that the same one?
Exactly. Zach.
You're gonna do it again?
No, it's like it's the same. It's just a box.
It can't be that hot, Dean.
It was fucking hot, man. You buy one, please.
No, I believe you. Have you guys ever been to Hot Joy?
No.
The Chinese food, Chinese place, or it's like Asian, on right in front of Friendly Spot on Alamo. Dude, they have these wings called Szechuan something like atomic. Dude, my mouth was on fire. I could just imagine that chip.
Dude, this was just like pain. It was like not even
Just
because you know how like sometimes
ouch.
when it's hot, you could like and like you could feel it.
Yeah.
This was just pain, dude.
Oof.
My cousin legit can bite into a ghost pepper, and I'm like, how can you do that?
Fuck that.
I know, but like,
I've had ghost pepper chili, and I thought I was. This was worse.
All right, so time for a little story from my high school days. So my dad visited San Antonio while I was in high school, and I asked him to bring home some death sauce. And me and my friends, we had heard stories about this guy putting death sauce on his stuff, and we thought
Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
Whose noise is that?
I have no idea.
Man, is that you?
What noise?
Sounds like
There's
someone's
like-
throwing dishes everywhere.
Is there
No, not me.
Sounds like there's a domestic dispute.
So, anyways, so we had heard that if you eat enough of this shit, it will clog you up, right? So me and my friends, we get the bright idea of taking shots of death sauce and seeing who can take the most before we give up. Man, we made it like half a shot each before we were all running for the water fountain.
Jesus.
We
did a lot of stupid crap back then.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna email it. Nope. Let's do that. All right, we're almost ready, guys, for the inaugural debut of the So Many Bees. For anytime Zach. Oh shit! Fuck! I fucked that up. There we go. Apparently, our chat's been down, and the Patreons are very distraught right now.
It's okay. They'll live.
Here we go, Dean. You ready for this? Also, we sold a T-shirt today, which is really cool.
Nice.
Seth Industries T-shirt. Wow. I wonder who bought that one.
Probably somebody.
Probably Seth.
It was Rainer. Rainer, you have a show going on Thursday. Do you want to plug that real quick?
Actually, it's tomorrow.
Oh, well,
I was like, Thursday?
I don't know why I said Thursday. I just had like a massive brain.
Because of my appointment Thursday that I told you about.
Probably that. So tell us about what's going to happen on Sunday.
Alright, so Sunday's basically going to be a recap episode. We're going to engage with the audience, try to figure out, okay, what do you guys want to see moving forward? What do y'all want to, what have we covered now? What do you want us to cover? And we're going to have Mario Cortez online as well. He's going to be talking about his life smuggling Disneyland stuff, and it's going to be a good time. I'm joined, of course, by Seth, and my new co-host officially now. So...
Wow. Do you
very cool.
make a post tonight or tomorrow on Ox and just say, we're looking for feedback, and that way you have people that will be there for the recording.
I can do that after we're done here.
Dean, check this out. What do you think about this, Dean?
So many bees. Why do you have so many bees?
Nice.
Great. Love it.
Perfect. Love it. We love to see it.
That's beautiful.
So, also next month on Rarities, we're going to be possibly joined by a friend of my dad's from work who is a model train aficionado. So we're going to be covering model trains next week. Either way, I'm going to pick his brain,
Dude,
but I'm going to try to get him to get on the show.
I love model trains.
This guy has an entire pool house dedicated to model trains. The whole upper floor is just storage, and the whole lower floor is his setup. Like, he is legit no joke.
Are they like ones that move, or it's just like
completely electronic, man? No, you can control the speed, you can control like the motions, and he's got like a full set of stops lit up, switchboards, the tracks will change, all that shit. It's amazing.
Is his name Sheldon?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Great show today, guys. We touched all the bases: Mando, trains, bees,
virginity, perpetually.
EHs,
love to see it. Anyways, guys, I'm Zach.
olives.
Yeah, olives.
I'm Manny.
Oh, you're coming out with a Nerf gun.
Ooh,
Man,
Nice.
spit in all of our
that
mouths.
just fell apart. Yeah.
Dean just spit in every single one of our mouths.
I did? What do you mean?
We were doing the
Oh,
show,
okay,
and that's it. And then I said, I'm Zach. And then you said nothing. And then Manny was like, I'm Manny. And you were like, look at these guns.
Dude, that
All right,
gun
from the
doesn't
top,
exist
gentlemen.
anymore, so I don't know why you'd want it.
On the top, make it
Anyways,
right.
guys, I'm Zach.
I'm Manny.
Oh,
Wow, the usurper.
I'm still used to going second. That's my bad.
Catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
That was a bad outro.
It was awful. It was awful.
No, but did you see the Nerf gun?
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.